Hello and welcome to Elizabeth's Craft Room, and today we are going to trim your stockings. There are so many dies here. Can you see how many you get in this set? I'm going to go into them in a little bit more detail in the video, but as you can imagine, there's so much more that you can do with these than just the stocking projects. So if you're interested in that, stay with me. Let's go and have a little look. Right, so let's have a quick look at a couple of different project ideas that you can use. You can do with the Trim Your Stocking Thinlits die. The first thing I would say is, wow, what a lot of dies you've got in here. I absolutely love the fact that we've got holly. We've got two sizes of holly leaf. These little dots, which look like a Lego brick, and absolutely could be a Lego brick, but actually make the berries for the holly. Super cool. We've got a bell, which I really like there. We've got stitched heart and a stitched star. If those of you who liked the stitched framelits are going to adore those. We've got a little tag. We've got a big snowflake and lots of trim and bits and pieces there as well. Sorry about the phone there. Right, okay. What was I saying? Okay, so lots and lots of things that are in here, but of course the main pieces of this are to cut out our stocking. So if you want to do a flat project, your stocking can go either way, because you can just cut it out, and that's, I just wanted to make it clear. Actually, with these you can. The only thing is that the stitched heel and toe, which are these pieces here, I've got what is effectively upside down on there, because otherwise they would be back to front, and so you don't get quite as good a finish. So that's the only thing I would say about flipping and going the other way, is this is the direction it's supposed to be in. However, it does work. I also used the holly embossing folder. Sometimes you can't find all the Christmas things in that autumn winter seasonal catalogue, and you think, where is it? This one is in the big catalogue. And can you see I have holly embossed that stocking, and I think it does look really, really good. So definitely an option to do as a flat project. But we're today going to see how this works as a little gift box. Now this original one I did using the Merry Little Christmas Designer paper pack, but today we're going to use the Quilted Christmas paper, which is a 6x6, which is big enough to make your stocking. So let's decide which side is going to be the stocking. I think that side. Okay, so I'm just going to see whether I can squeeze both out of a 6x6, because I haven't actually tried this, so sharing with you. It's a smidgen tight. Yeah, that is a little bit tight. Let's see if I've got another piece of paper like that. Yes, I have. So I won't try and force it. I shall go for two separate ones and go ahead and cut those out. So here we go. So the pieces I cut were one back piece, which is the kind of pillow box shape, which is this one here. I have cut the cuff that goes at the top of the sock out of that one there. I have cut the main stocking piece. And I've also cut the heel and toe pieces out as well, and they are different shapes. I'm looking for the other die. There we go. They are actually different shapes, so make sure you get one of each. Okay, now I was a little bit careful as I cut these out, because I want the green to be out facing for most of it, but I want the red to be, and I just it doesn't matter so much with the heel and toe in terms of the orientation of those lines, but it really matters with those top ones. That would have bothered me if that wasn't right. And likewise with the back, I did it diagonally rather than doing it straight. Probably doesn't notice so much, but if you're someone who worries about things like that, join the club. It's okay. But just watch how you orientate the pieces on your machine. And as you saw, yes, I did use 2 pieces of 6x6 there, but I used up all the little extras, so I kind of didn't mind that in the end, and I'm just sticking that the wrong way around. The stitching is designed to be on the inside edge, so it stitches on the inside edge, not round the bottom, which was how I was just sticking that. You can see the stitching on there. You see it there. So that's going across the inside edge. So I'm sticking all these elements on before I go ahead and assemble the box. It's easier to do it flat, I have found. And again, there's the stitching down at the bottom, and I'm lining that up along the arc that is scored along the top here. So there's a little arc, and the best thing to do is to kind of just pinch that round. See where that is. You can see there's my little arc, which is going to make the top of my pillow box. Now, if you don't happen to already own a pillow box die, when you get that, you get this set, you have a pillow box, because 2 of these pieces here will make you a regular pillow box. So I'm just going ahead and folding those. I'm going to fold them in both directions because I just want a nice easy fold on there. I don't want to be struggling with this. So sometimes if you fold it both ways, it makes it behave a little better. And then I'm going to fold along the score lines that come in. So if you were just making a pillow box, you would just take this piece off, get the other piece that was the same, and glue those together. Okay. So my next little tip for you is, when I did mine originally, I used Tombow glue, which is my favoured adhesive, and I was kind of struggling because it wanted to just pop out all the time. So I'm going to suggest that tear and tape adhesive is the best one for this. I'm also going to say to you, so this piece here, this actually pops up and goes on the inside. So your packet, if you like, your gift area is going to be like this. It's not actually going to be on the sock piece. So I would suggest you leave that out and pop it in afterwards. So what we're going to do is we're going to put our tear and tape along these edges. And I'm using a silicone mat here because the tape is just that tiny smidgen wider. I do wish to make just the tape just a smidgen narrower, or the tabs just a smidgen wider. Lots of these, the little houses, I like that too. And so what I'm doing is just flicking that edge piece up, because I don't want that on the outside of the box. That won't be pretty. So I'm just flicking that in. So now we've got sticky along both sides. And then we need to line this up. So this is the top, and the easiest way is to just do it flat, line that up along the edge and stick it down, turn it over, and then hopefully you should be able to get this to line up, and you will get a slight curve in it. That's the idea. So you get a little bit of a curve in it. Then the end, the little piece with a hole in goes in first, and this piece goes in second. I used to wonder why that was. Why didn't we have the hole on the outside? It's because when you've got it like that, it's harder to get it out. That's why you need a little finger hole. That piece, you can just flick that up. Does that kind of make sense? That's why. Now with this, we actually want to seal this down. And so we're going to seal it down with some glue or some adhesive on the back of here. Now here I am going to use a little bit of Tombow, not too much. I'm going to squeeze now, so, and this is fiddly, I won't deny. Let's get our bone folder ready. So I'm going to put this in, so fold it down and press it in like so, and then get my bone folder. I don't know how well you can see down, but I'm getting my bone folder the other side of that tab. Whoops, make sure that's in position, and then pressing that down where that Tombow is. You could use a glue dot maybe if you don't like the liquid glue, but I do like the strength of Tombow, so once it's in, it's in. And then back again, we're going to have that piece goes in and that piece goes in. And that's how you make the basic 3D stocking. Now, what are you going to decorate it with? Because as we said with those framelits, there is so much. I love the little tag to put a greeting on. You can cut that out. I really liked the look of that. I also really like the holly, as I mentioned earlier. That looks really nice. Now there is a matching stamp set with this. I honestly don't actually have it at the moment. It is on my list. I might put a little, I think I'll put a little snowflake on there, so I'll just go ahead and cut that. So I ended up cutting 2 pieces there. I also, as well as the snowflake, cut that piece out there. And I'm guessing that is, yeah, that's designed to go around like so, or around the top, which does look rather pretty. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'm just going to use some snail to adhere that. I always find snail is a little bit better with the foil. If you've got any sort of a fussy shape like this, because Tombow and foil really don't like each other very much. It does tend to mark it. Let's pop my fingers inside and give that a little press on. Make sure that's well adhered. And the same with our little snowflake. And you could put that on. Let's put that on right up at the top. So if you want to put some twine to be able to actually hang this up, what you're going to do is make a little hole in the corner like so, and then I just threaded some twine through, and this is just a little bit of the black baker's twine, and tied a bow around the top as well. So that's one thing you can do. I also wanted to show you that this is a perfect size for a gift card, so you can pop a gift card in there, and that is a perfect way to give a gift card to somebody at Christmas. So I hope you've enjoyed this visit to Elizabeth's craft room today. As I say, such a versatile set. I think because of the extra dies that are in there, just think of all the things that you could do with those dies, even without the stocking. And bear in mind that the stocking will fit onto a regular card. It's a tight fit, but it does fit, so that's good as well. So I hope you've enjoyed your visit today. If you have, please give me a thumbs up below if you're watching on YouTube, or go over and visit me at Elizabeth's Craft Room. There are some links below where you'll find lots more project ideas and even some resources for demonstrators. Thanks for visiting today, and I look forward to welcoming you back again soon.